If you're leash shopping, this is the most important thing that I look for when it comes to buying a standard dog leash. Now, I am not talking about long leads. I'm not talking about the leashes I take to the beach to get wet. I'm not talking about any of the special occasion leashes. This is just a normal standard length leash that I'm using to walk my dogs in the park, to take them to and from the car, to take when we're traveling, just a normal standard length leash. And I'm always looking for one that is a higher quality, because if it's not a high quality leash, it can cut your hands or really like bite into your skin as you are working with it. So I want to make sure, even if my hand's sliding through it, it is not going to slice me open. It's not going to give me like a rope burn. I want to make sure it's something that is going to be comfortable. This one, I'll link this one for you because I think this is the best leash ever, but you can get whatever you want based on your own research. You want to make sure it's quality. I really like that it has a D-ring up at the top so that I can clip it to my hands-free leash if I just need to let go and give my dog a little bit of space, but I can also clip like my poop bag holders on here or different things here if I need them. So I like the functionality of this, but the most important thing that I look for is making sure that I have padded handles and the important part, traffic handles. So padded handles are incredibly important because when you're holding it, if it's on your wrist, if it's on your arm, if it's going to slide through you, it's not going to hurt you. Having that padding there really makes a difference on your skin. I cannot say enough good things for having a quality padded handle on a leash. But then you also have the traffic handle. Traffic handles, padded traffic handles are really nice so that you have handles closer to your dog. This way you can give them some free rein. They've got a lot of space that they can then roam around with that normal standard leash. But if you have another dog approaching and you need to get your dog over to your side or to the other side, or if you are walking in a heavily trafficked area where there's vehicles going by you, or there's a lot of things happening, you end up in a farmer's market, there's a lot of people and you need to keep that puppy real close, having that traffic handle up close to your end is going to be very instrumental. I very much like having traffic handles. I'm very picky about the location of traffic handles too. I actually wish this one was, I wish there was a third one right in the middle. That would be my ideal leash. Like if this one had one extra traffic handle, this would be the perfect leash. But anything that's going to have a padded traffic handle lower is going to be very helpful. You can see with my dog here, she's in her harness. I've got the hands-free leash attached to her, and I have this specific leash attached to her so that I've got a lot of checkpoints if I need those, but her harness also has a traffic handle. So if I need to grab my dog and get her out of the way, if there's an emergency and I need to lift her up, I can handle that. In fact, the other day, right now we're reseeding our yard, and so they're not able to go play in their fenced-in area. I am walking them on a leash over to the side, and my dog went to like pick up something that she shouldn't have, or she was doing something, and I needed to get her from one location to the next. I grabbed that handle on her harness. I lifted her like a suitcase and moved her over out of the way so that she didn't get hurt or get into something that she shouldn't be into. So traffic handles for me are incredibly helpful. And I keep watching people using standardized leashes with just the end loop, just the one at the very end, and they're not able to use it. I actually gave these leashes, I had a family in last week and they volunteered to walk my dogs, and both of the people walking both of my dogs, because they wanted to go for a walk outside, used just the very end, and they had less control than if they had used the traffic handles like I instructed them to. I always keep my hand relatively close to that traffic handle when we're walking because my dogs walk loosely on the leash next to me, so I just keep it up out of their way. But having that to control is very, very helpful, and being able to communicate with them a little bit easier than the entire length of a leash, also very helpful. So I can give my commands, I can give my physical engagement with them through that shorter leash, which makes it a little bit easier for them to understand because it's less space I have to communicate through. So I am a big fan of standard leashes with padded handles and padded traffic handles, at least one on the leash, but I would prefer like 2 different checkpoints on that leash. I will link this specific one down below because right now this is my favorite leash. It is one I'm actually going to buy another version of because I have 2 different types of leashes with those padded traffic handles, but this one is far superior to the other one. The other one actually slices me open if somebody pulls on me a little bit too hard. And so I say that they don't really pull on me, but I took the other one to the park. I've been exclusively taking this one to the park because I'm individually walking the girls, and this is great, by far the best leash. But I took the other leash just to try it on Gemma the other day, and Gemma doesn't pull at all on me. It was not comfortable. It sliced into me, just normal walking, so I'm going to be buying more of these. So I will link this down below for you because I really like this one. But like I said, I have a full playlist on leashes and harnesses for different occasions. The long leashes, the leashes that are easy to clean, like all of the things that you could potentially need, I have in that playlist. So that's going to be down below. If you've got questions on leashes, harnesses, all of those things, now's the time to drop it. But follow along for daily videos as we continue to help you navigate the world of being a dog parent to give your dog the best life possible, from your documentation of your dog's life, to traveling with your dog, to safety and health and wellness, to the resources and products that you need to level up for your pup. We'll see you in the upcoming episodes.